In the very heart of the Congo, under the dense layer of its ancient jungles, mysteries are hidden that have made both explorers and scientists' hair stand on end. In the depths of this impassable jungle, the world has witnessed strange and horrifying discoveries that defy explanation. From strange creatures lurking in the shadows to inexplicable phenomena that break all the laws of science. The Congo has become a chilling puzzle that has filled the world with terror. Join us as we reveal the most terrifying discoveries in the Congo that have put the entire world on edge. The Mountain of Gold. Recently, what appears to be a mountain of gold was discovered in the Congo, attracting thousands of villagers who dug it up with shovels in their hands. This event highlights the abundance of natural resources in the country, but despite its wealth, Congo remains one of the poorest countries due to inequality in the distribution of wealth. Authorities intervened to recover the gold and temporarily halted mining activities in the area until regulations were met. Additionally, some people have linked this discovery to ancient prophecies about momentous events. Only time will reveal its true importance and consequences. The Cave of Agonizing Death. In the 20th century, a brave explorer stands out in the jungles of the Congo, Attilio Gotti, an Italian whose life took an unexpected turn. After battling tuberculosis in World War I, he went to Egypt in search of a cure, which led to a fascination with Africa. Gotti became a passionate explorer and documentary filmmaker, connecting two cultures through his films. However, his story becomes entangled in an enigma. The Cave of Agonizing Death. In 1928, defying the odds, he explored this dark cavern in Mumbai. He found a terrifying landscape of skulls and skeletons, with snakes and spiders. The authenticity of the legend remains a mystery, but Gotti never ventured into that sinister cave again, which became a reminder of the mysteries that persist in the heart of Africa. Bill Forrest's monkeys. A surprising revelation has put Bill's forest, where Charles Darwin's ideas on evolution have been studied for generations, in the spotlight. The search for the missing link connecting humans and primates has been a long-standing mystery. Although we share a common ancestor with monkeys, the difference between us has baffled scientists. In the Congo, an advanced civilization of chimpanzees known as billy apes has been discovered. These chimpanzees share much of their DNA with humans and are larger and more aggressive than others. They even face lions. Skulls found in the region bear similarities to chimpanzees and gorillas, which has led to speculation that they could be a missing link in human evolution. The scientific community is interested in this revelation, as it could help solve one of the greatest mysteries in our history. The mysteries of Stonehenge. Stonehenge, a Neolithic monument in the United Kingdom, has intrigued over the centuries. Imagine huge stones standing 4 meters high, weighing a staggering 25 tons each, forming a great circle on Salisbury Plain. Inside, a smaller ring embraces 2 vertical stones joined by a horizontal lintel. Stonehenge also has an amazing astronomical alignment with the sunrise during the summer solstice. Its origin and construction, with primitive technology, remain mysteries. The stones are believed to have been placed at the site around 2400 BC to 2200 BC, but how they were transported and lifted remains enigmatic. Stonehenge was probably used as a burial site from 3000 BC, although its exact purpose remains unresolved. Researchers have made a terrifying archaeological discovery that no one was meant to see. Artifacts left by ancient civilizations are often difficult to find, damaged, or difficult to decipher. Most contain knowledge that could change the perception of our place in history. Archaeologists and researchers have made incredible discoveries to date, but some of these discoveries remain a mystery. Join us to explore some of these artifacts that may have come to Earth from space. Drop discs. Beneath the Bayan Karola Mountains, which run through China and Tibet, lies a labyrinth of caves that are mysteriously interconnected. Its origin is unknown and scientists are not sure if it is an artificial or natural formation. Researchers have found inside these caves the buried bodies of some of the most unusual human-like species ever found. These caves were accidentally discovered by a team of archaeologists in 1938. Initially, they thought they had found ape remains. However, it is well known that apes do not bury their dead, so which creature did those strange skeletons belong to? Comparisons have shown that they were neither human nor animal, at least not fully human. The skeleton had small limbs and very thin legs, but compared to their short, weak frames, these creatures had very large heads. A Chinese archaeologist and his team were inspecting the skeletons when they found something even stranger, a circular disc half buried in the cave floor. The disc was made of stone, but it had a hole in the center. On the disc there were inscriptions and a spiral groove around it with 2 rings. Upon closer inspection, it was discovered that these inscriptions appeared to be some type of hieroglyphs. However, this unusual language is not recognized by anyone, and not even ancient writing experts have been able to translate it. Another intriguing discovery are the carvings on the walls depicting the sun, moon and stars linked together by small dotted lines. This discovery raises a question: are these creatures trying to communicate with us? It took 20 years for someone to translate the inscriptions on this album. The doctor announced that he had deciphered these signs as a story, but what he discovered was so shocking that the authorities refused to allow him to share his discovery with the world. More than 700 of these discs have been recovered, according to the doctor. According to him, they tell the story of a space probe that arrived on Earth from another planet and crashed in this region. Supposedly, the ship's inhabitants came from an advanced civilization with peaceful intentions. However, their more hostile neighbors made coexistence difficult and they had to flee to other worlds. The doctor's translation was hidden so that the citizens of Earth would not know that life forms exist in some parts of the universe that we have not yet explored. The Mysterious Sphere of Betts. On March 27, 1974. The Best family saw a small fire in a bush near their home on Jacksonville's Fort George Island. His oldest son, Terry, discovered something that would change the family's life forever, a strange metallic sphere the size of a bowling ball. As a medical student, Terry took it home as a souvenir because of its unusual appearance. Her family didn't think much of it until Terry started playing the guitar near her. That's when something strange happened. The ball began to hum and soon after showed other strange characteristics, such as rolling on its own, changing direction and stopping abruptly. Sometimes the sphere vibrates and emits a high-pitched sound that causes dogs to bark and people to cover their ears. This ball, which goes by names such as Best Sphere, Mysterious Sphere or Fantastic Ball, began to gain popularity. The host of a local paranormal radio show validated the Best family's claims that the sphere moved and behaved strangely. He believed that this sphere was of extraterrestrial origin and that it must have been designed by an unknown civilization for an unknown purpose. Ottestol-Clarksdorp spheres. The 3-billion-year-old spheres in a small town called Ottestol in northeastern South Africa. Workers in some pyrophyllite mines have discovered something strange. These mysterious spheres are known as Claire spheres. They are dark reddish-brown and slightly flattened, between 1 and 10 centimeters in size. Some have 3 parallel grooves on the edges. The most notable examples appear to have been manufactured. Most intriguingly, carbon dating has estimated the age of these objects at 3 billion years. At that age, the Earth was still too young to host an intelligent species capable of manufacturing these spheres. Many organizations are interested in this artifact because it supports the theory of ancient astronauts or an ancient civilization. They maintain that these spheres are perhaps misplaced artifacts. Artifacts like these are supposed evidence that an intelligently advanced civilization existed billions of years ago, before the biblical flood that wiped out every living thing. Supporters of the ancient astronaut theory believe that these spheres were created by intelligent extraterrestrial beings. King Tut's dagger. When researchers discovered King Tut's tomb in the early 1920s, they found several former chambers containing thousands of artifacts, furniture, statues, costumes, chariots, and even paintings. But the most important artifact found was an iron dagger. This dagger was more than 30 centimeters long and was made from an iron meteorite, which has left scientists speechless since its discovery. Several studies have presented opposing theories about its origin. One investigation suggests that it was made in Anatolia, in modern-day Turkey, while another study states that the terrestrial origin of the dagger is unknown. Iron smelting did not exist during the very brief reign of King Tutankhamun, 1333 to 1323 BC. It is theorized that the mineral used may have come from a meteorite, but this is all speculation at best. The Wedge of Ade. About 50 years ago, a group of miners found an object so strange that many have come to believe it came from outer space. It was discovered on the banks of the Mureș River in Iat, Romania, when miners were searching for something completely different, two mastodon bones. But that was not all. More than 35 feet deep, they found an object with no date, no purpose, no clear explanation and no apparent function. It was called the aluminum object or wedge of Iad. The fact that the wedge of Iad lacks antiquity and purpose makes it very confusing. Its location is also very strange, since it is unlikely to discover an object made from newly discovered materials among the bones of a beast that became extinct 11,700 years ago. To further complicate matters, this object was covered in patina, a coating that takes thousands of years to develop. Furthermore, this object could also pass as modern, since it is made of a material that cannot be differentiated from today's aluminum, something that should have existed 11,000 years ago. The location and date surrounding this object don't add up, nor does its shape seem to serve any apparent purpose. It is suspected to have extraterrestrial origin, but there is no valid theory. The Antikythera mechanism. This mechanism was discovered in 1901 in a shipwreck near the island of Antikythera in Greece. It is made up of a series of gears and cogwheels that form a complex clockwork system. It was used to predict the position of the stars, including the sun, the moon and the planets known at that time. It was a kind of primitive astronomical computer. It is believed that he could also predict eclipses and other astronomical events. It is amazing to think that this device was created over 2,000 years ago, as it demonstrates an advanced level of mathematical and engineering knowledge in ancient Greece. Some have speculated that the Antikythera mechanism could have an origin beyond our planet. Could it be possible that advanced alien civilizations influenced its creation? Or perhaps the device was left here as proof of its presence in the past? I hope you liked our video. I invite you to subscribe and activate the bell to find out about each new video.